I'm glad I survived. After that, I was like, well, I'm not doing the elevator again, but definitely worked. Like, it definitely did what like they said it would do, as long as you. I think like they did it wrong. Like, I think they thought you're supposed to clear the bong, but I knew that wouldn't be enough. I knew it wouldn't be, because that's not that much. Like, especially with like only like a foot long bong, you know.
A foot long bong is a lot.
I don't know. Like,
It's pretty long. I got a foot long bong. Might be
hold on.
longer.
Hold on, let me think. Like, hold on, let me look at. Because no, yeah, it was definitely a foot long. Yeah, it was definitely a foot long, because that's the only way I could
I
describe
always
it.
forget I have my bong. I never.
Tell me when you're streaming again so I can like pull it up.
I am, but it probably is just, yeah. So
I just want.
I'm over here where like we can level, but you said you're not in my part. Yeah, you said okay, so I'm gonna invite you.
You have to invite me. It's saying that you're already in my party. I'll try to invite you.
There we go. Did that work? Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, I'm over here. Like, this mains hideout is like the best place I've been to. But yeah, like I don't know, like I don't think that's that much just to clear. Like, I feel like, because when I hit a bong, like I'm like fucking like going for a minute until like I can like know that I'm getting some smoke, and I get some smoke still until I fucking pull that thing out. Unless it's like dabs, I'm not fucking with that. Like that, I'm not holding that in, dude. That will kill me. I would.
Holding the dab, dude. The
Dude,
dab's got more THC. You should hold it in, because your lungs with normal weed can exchange all the weed in like 5 seconds.
Well, even
like
besides that, like I don't even hold it in, and like
yeah.
I think dabs are honestly like just too much. Like I think that's like just too much THC at once.
Hold it in more. Yeah, that's why you should hold it in more, so
like,
your lungs can exchange it all.
Like hold in like just regular weed, or are you talking about like just or dabs?
Well, like with like regular weed, in 5 seconds of taking a hit, which is usually about the time it takes to take a hit, and like if you hold in it for a second or two,
yeah,
like that's how much like your lungs will exchange 95% of the THC, so you'll have absorbed it. But with a dab, if it's 4 times stronger, you got to think your lungs aren't going to be quite as efficient at like the exchange. So I think with a dab you should hold it in for like maybe 10-ish seconds. More than that's probably not useful, but like at least a few seconds longer than a normal hit. People who just take a big ass dab and then just blow it out, and it's a big ass cloud. You can tell it didn't go into their lungs. You're like, dude, you're just wasting like a ton of fucking weed right there.
I can agree with that. Like I could think they could like that. They definitely probably wasting weed, but like I don't think you need that much dab in the first place. Like I feel like if you're smoking a dab,
you just need like one big dab will get you really fucked.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be taking fucking like 10 dabs though in a row, like.
Right, like
you can only even get so
I hold
high.
mine in, but like only for I don't hold it in for like 10 seconds. I hold mine in for like probably about 4. I just don't want to like. I don't know. I don't really like dabs that much. Like I like weed. Like it just.
It tastes so good.
I think.
I prefer weed.
I think 100% the reason why I started having like anxiety attacks and all that shit from weed was like I never had them until I smoked dabs. Like that's the only correlation I could have towards like what like caused it, because I just never I never fucking like had any type of like panic attacks, and I smoked dabs twice, and each time it fucking like the first time it was awful, and I was like whatever, and then the second time was even worse, and then like after that I kept smoking it and it was fine. But like I always felt that way, so like I always was really careful with how much I would intake, and like I don't know, I just think like it's just not as natural as weed, you know, like I guarantee
it's not. Yeah, I agree with that.
like it's just, I mean, you know, and I know it's just weed, like it really is, but it's just like back in like, you know, the Indians weren't over there fucking melting down fucking weed into dabs.
They were
you know?
making hash and shit, but yeah.
Hash? Oh, I'll smoke hash all day.
Dabs,
I think it's different high.
They use, like, if they don't get out the butane well enough, that's like this.
Yeah, if you use butane, you don't have to use butane though. You can use alcohol.
Right, you can too. I just think.
Somebody said they can use dabs with like just weed
and
like a
butane. Yeah, you can.
Whatever, like something that makes it really hot.
I just get high off of fucking.
It makes it hot instead it's soluble.
I get high enough off of regular weed, like.
Evaporate all the butane, but that makes it like 1, chance for explosive, and 2, unhealthy if you don't let all of it evaporate before you.
I just feel like dabs is like Like someone who like really like smokes a shit ton of weed like all the time and is never gonna quit, like, and doesn't get high anymore. Like I still get high from regular weed, so I just have no like reason to just go for dabs.
I get more high than I used to get.
Yeah,
Me
dude,
too.
Take a little break, dude. It's beat.
No, that's what caused. I never needed to take a break before. I always felt the same kind of high until I smoked dabs. I'm telling you, man. Like that's what caused all my anxiety attacks. Like, I mean, I don't know. You'd have to. I don't know. Maybe Bruce would have a different opinion because maybe I had it before. But the reason why I remember ever starting those anxiety attacks ever was because I went to fucking Corey's, and then fucking Irby gave me a fucking like 0.3 size dab, and I was like, yeah, like that was way too much, and it fucking killed me. They put me in a fucking dabbuccino, and for fucking 3 hours I was sitting there shaking my legs, freaking out, like, am I fucking alive, man? I'm fucking freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. And then Bruce is
like, what kind of anxiety attack did you have? Just like a mental one, or was your body like?
My legs. Every time I do dabs, my legs shake. My legs shake like intensely.
That's what happens when I get like anxiety attacks. My whole body will like tremor. I get really bad tremor. It used to happen a lot more. It hasn't happened in a long time. Well, it's been like 6 months. Since I moved here, it hasn't happened. But
it's been.
My mom's a lot.
It's been since
after I smoke.
It's been since I quit smoking fucking dabs, man. Like I swear, like I never had that. And then like once I did dabs that one time with that Irby, ever since then, like I would have panic attacks, and it's like, you know, it was just from regular weed, but like I would also be like smoking like blunts and shit, just be sitting there and fucking, my legs would just start shaking and shit, and I'd start freaking out again. And I never had that problem.
Yeah. The first time I had a panic attack like that, I thought it was seasoned. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking dying. I'm like,
me too.
Then I just like wrap myself up in the blanket, and I like fucking just waited it out. I'm like, okay.
After that, like
now when it happens, it's like not that big of a deal because I know. I'm like, oh, it's just a panic attack. No. Like,
yeah, me too. Like, but like after a while, I just started.
Like, it fucking sucks.
After a while, I just started eating.
Your heart starts beating so fast, and it fucking. Does your nose get cold? Like, does it seem like the air is much colder?
No,
this like always happens with me. Like,
probably changes the circulation.
No,
it makes the top of my mouth gets super like cold, and my nose. It'll be like I'm outside in 20-degree weather.
After I start freaking out for so long, my fucking fingers and my hands start fucking tingling, and I start feeling like they're like I slept on them for a while, and then like my legs start doing that, and then like my face starts doing that, and then that's when I start having a full out heart like panic attack to where like if I start feeling my fucking chest vibrate, and then I think I'm having a heart attack, and it gets even worse.
See, I've never had a panic attack from weed or really drugs for that matter. Like,
but yeah, you probably have done like much heavier stuff. Like you're probably like accustomed to.
The other time, like a few months ago, just from like my life being absolute garbage. But like,
no, I've never had that. I've only had like them from straight up. Like I hate it. Like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like. I just really think like that's seriously what caused it. I just think dabs is just too much like THC. Like I think it just should be smoked naturally. Like it just
overloading your body.
I think dabs is great.
But I mean, it's also like it's not even been dabs. I don't think it's ever happened to me after dabs. It's always been just regular weed smoking where I've had really bad panic attacks.
Oh no, it's definitely. Like, I was always
like that last half an hour. I'll be like shaking and fucking in my blanket. It's like, come on, man.
I was really like iffy about.
At least
doing
20 times to me, probably.
I was really iffy about doing dabs. What is it? Just from smoking weed?
I've had almost a panic attack.
Yeah, because it's never happened without smoking weed. It's always been I smoked weed before. Even if it's like 2 hours after I smoked.
I've almost had a panic. The closest thing I would say was like using, I took a ton of cold medicine, which has DMX. Dextromorphan or whatever the fuck it is, and like I had a bunch of those, like way too many. I found out.
Oh, I never had a panic attack from that.
As many as I had from like, dude. Well, the thing is, like, you only need like 300 to 400 milligrams apparently to get to like the like ultimate plateau. But I had like fucking like 2 or 3 grams of it, cause like I had double strength, so there were 30 milligrams each one. There's normally 15, and there I think there were double milligrams. There were 30, and I had like fucking. I had 2 packs, and they were 36 in a pack. So it was like an absolutely ridiculous amount, and I would eat like 3 or 4 every 15 minutes. I would just put some more down in the hatch. And there was a point where I thought I might die. Like, I had to crawl. Like, I knew I was gonna throw up, so I got off my bed. Cause most of the time I just laid in my bed. It was like, is this gonna fucking end once it got really bad? Then I was like, I had to crawl to the bathroom.
Go for a bit
I
of
couldn't stand. I just fell back down into the wall. So I was crawling to the bathroom, and then I couldn't get to the toilet in time, so I stood up and threw up in the sink. And that ruined our sink for the whole time I lived there. Like, the sink did not drain properly after that.
Oh my god.
But then I threw up a bunch more in the toilet, but it was like red, like blood red. And I was like, am I dying? And like my kidneys hurt, because obviously you're not supposed to have that much cold medicine. Right. But my kidneys were hurting so bad, I'm like, I might fucking die. I'm gonna die right here. And I was like, well, if I die, I die, but... I mean, that was mostly the thoughts when you're using
I loved it.
Like, well, if I die...
I loved that DMX shit, dude. That was like actually like the one thing that never fucked with me. Like those are like happy fucking medicine.
Oh, it's pretty great, but like I said, I took like 5 times more than you should take.
I don't know how much is in each like pill. Like if you're talking about Coricidin and cough and cold, right?
Yeah, triple C.
I took 13 like in one hit. I don't know how much that would go up to, but
if you took the normal strength 15 milligrams by 13 pills, it'd be 150 and 3 beats, and it'd be like 195 milligrams maybe. So it'd be about 200. That would put you on like the 2nd or 3rd plateau, or thereabouts, which is like a pretty good place to be. There's apparently 4 plateaus.
It was intense already at that point. I don't know why like I'd go any further than that.
Yeah, dude, and that's 1. Oh, go on. Sorry, someone said something.
No, you're good. No,
one time I thought I was almost gonna die from taking some stuff. One time I took some kratom, and also took some phenibut.
Oh, dude, I never had phenibut.
But
didn't feel right?
Yeah, I like took too much of each, man, and I was taking a shower, and all of a sudden, like, it was getting really hard to breathe. I'm like, oh my god, why is it so hard to breathe right now? Like, it really depressed my respiratory system. And I read online too, like, you probably shouldn't mix those. Like, there's mixed opinions about it. People are like, oh, it's fine, you know, I do it all the time.
You probably
people
shouldn't
are like,
mix
yeah, you should watch mixing those because they both can.
I think this is that boss fight actually right here. But, yeah, that is one.
Yeah, I was in my shower and like I could barely fucking breathe, and everything got black.
Oh
and I was like
shit!
getting real lightheaded, like, oh, I'm about to pass out. I'm about to pass out.
What's the time right now, guys?
And, like, sit. 12:02.
12:02, he said.
2 a.m.
I said like someone's heart was beating in the thing. If they're like there, I'll go about.
What are you talking about?
11. Wait, I think it is 11:15. Okay, so I think one of the bosses are ready to be fought, the world bosses, but we got to run there.
Okay. A horse.
Yeah, I gotta run there too. Oh shit! Come on, hurry up and die, bitch! I gotta kill you. You're the boss fight that I'm supposed to. Yes. Okay. Okay, so we gotta head up to I need to go check the thing. I don't know what time, the times are, or what boss is being fought right now. I don't know if it's Corunda or
Randall.
There wouldn't be territorial disputes if we could just have fruitful conversations.
Man, okay, cool. Hop on my horse, man.
I wish.
I feel like you should be able to do that. I don't know why.
I know, it looks like a lot of room.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so if I look at the news, we only got like 13 minutes to make it there. Oops. It's
There's a world boss. Wait, are you going to the one that?
Are
that
we?
was literally, that's where I started at.
We're at Sunday.
The one that's like Karka?
Or no, it's
Zarka?
Monday.
Zarka?
No, I think it's done. I think it's over. Because it says 11 p.m. Yeah, so. Yeah. Yep. He started attacking now. That's all right though. What level are you, by the way? Or like how close are you to leveling up? Were you leveling up over there?
I'm at 40%. I was leveling up a lot over here. I get like 1.5% per kill.
I thought so. Yeah.
I wanted to tell you my my spice story too. And I think it was the first time I freaked out on spice. Because it was kind of similar to the elevator thing you guys were doing, but not really. But we were doing like a bunch of drugs. We were like smoking weed and passing spice around. So there was probably like 8 of us in the circle, and there was probably like 6 things being passed around at any given time. So like basically you'd finish hitting something, and then 2 seconds later you'd be past something else and you'd hit that. So like we had like 2 bongs, probably like 3 joints or blunts in a bowl, and so we're passing all those around. And I think someone also had something that they'd crushed up earlier and was giving out lines, and I didn't do a lot. I didn't snort a lot of shit back then, but I might have had like a line or 2 of this way back when. But so we were smoking all that, and like it was towards the end of the session, and they handed me a bong, and I was like hitting the bong. It got super cloudy, and I was like fine up until that. It got super cloudy, and then everything seemed super far away, and like I couldn't pull the slider out. They're like, "You're grabbing the wrong thing. You gotta grab the slider." And I was like, "I am grabbing the slider," but I guess I was pulling or grabbing like the neck that the slider like should have been on. And so someone had to reach and grab and pull the slider out for me, and I hit it, finished hitting it, and then like they passed it, and I fucking like it was like whoa. And so I stood up, and like I was just out of it, like I was like not in my body. So like I remember like there were certain moments where I was back in reality, where like I was back in my body. So like when I stood up, my head was above all the smoke. I was good, but then I was fucked, and I went like left the room. There was a point there. There was a point like turning the corner. There was a point at the top of the stairs. But like I had to like go out of the house downstairs and like stand outside. Then I just walked in a circle for like 20 minutes, and then I was fine. But that was like my first freak out on spice.
I've done that before, like where the walking in the circle thing.
Because it just makes you feel more grounded and more like you're in your body.
Oh yeah. When I did the fucking triple C's and shit, man, like that fucking, like back, I remember one specific memory I had, and I remember like never really like hearing this phrase that much or like thinking of it that much. Like it's nothing I've really said that often, but I just remember fucking like at one point, yeah, I felt so out of body, dude. Like I felt like I was out of this earth for a while, and I was like, dude, like something would feel right, and I just remember falling, like my soul feeling like it just fell back into my body, because I was hitting like these like time leaps where I don't remember shit in between these different like leaps.
It's like you felt like you were a time traveler almost.
Exactly.
You didn't enjoy the parts that you weren't in your body.
But then I just remember one phrase going in my mind, like after I hit these time leaps and shit, and I like fell in my body after a long time. I just remember it was getting like really hatred, because I kept taking them, because I was like, oh, I'm still not feeling it, so I took a little more, then I'm like, oh, I'm still not feeling it, and then like they all hit me at once, and then like I just remember one single phrase, dude, and it freaked me out for a while, dude. But like I felt something like on my shoulders and shit, which it was my shirt, but at the time, like before that, like I just remember like feeling something on my shoulder, and I threw it off, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I just remember hearing like a whisper like, the devil's got you by the shoulders, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I looked over and shit, and then I remember seeing fucking my buddy, and his nose got all big, it was all in tunnel vision, and he was like, you okay, man? And I'm like, No, no, I'm not. Like, it doesn't feel right. I never heard that phrase before, man, and it like freaked me the fuck out. But then like Bruce was like, that's like a commonly spoken phrase. I'm like, I don't remember that.
Devil's on your shoulders?
Yeah. Devil's got you by the shoulders.
Devil's got you by the shoulder.
I'm not sure I've ever heard that phrase. I think I've heard like the devil's on your shoulder.
The devil's got you by the
yeah, so that makes sense because that's like, you know, they got the angel.
The angel and the devil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes sense. Like that's what I thought too. I can't even. Oh, I died.
Oh really? Oh damn.
I guess because the devil had him by the shoulders, I guess.
Yeah, devil got by the shoulders. Make that a phrase if it's not.
I'm honestly, yeah, you probably could. I mean, but it sounds so oddly like fucking the devil's on your shoulder and shit, and that's what I thought too. But like, yeah, that's not what.
That's kind of different though. Yeah, if the devil's got you by the shoulders, that means you fucked.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got both hands on each of your shoulders.
You're on the same team.
That means he's already got you. That means there's nowhere you go from there.
He's on both shoulders at that point.
Right. He's not even on his shoulder. He's like behind you, grabbing your shoulder.
He's over there on one shoulder, like, you should fucking rape her. And then you're like, I don't know. What about this guy? And then the other one's like, yeah, I agree with the other guy. You should fucking rape her.
But at least smack her in the head first so she doesn't remember. Oh, you're right. Shit.
Yeah. I got 2 different guys give me advice to even out the bad advice with the good advice.
Yeah. One guy's slightly less evil than
like,
the other.
Hold on, let me, like, they're over, like, hold on, let us talk this over. Like, they're over there, like, talking to themselves, like, what do you think you should do? I don't know, like, maybe, like, you getting on to that'd be 8. 2 devils on each shoulder. Or 1 devil on each shoulder.
And BT's gonna fucking get on the neck, dude.
Goddamn big titties all up on your neck.
Big titties. No. The BT is gonna take a BM on you.
Like anything abbreviated nowadays, it's like has some sort of sexual connotation.
Right.
Where am I headed?
JK, man, JK.
I like how those guys were messing us up, like going like FYS.
Oh yeah, GFY, those two were fucking mad. Fuck yourself. He was just mad because I wouldn't let him have 2 people in the fucking goal.
It's gay.
Yeah, it's like the worst tactic ever.
Like putting 2 condoms on.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, you know, I learned.
Does more harm than good.
Right. Uh-oh.
Get more friction.
My battery's almost out.
Shit.
Dude, can I go up this fucking thing? There we go. Yeah, it's actually worth to have 2 condoms on because the friction between each of the condoms is gonna cause it to break.
Yeah, exactly. Like
that's why you gotta put 3 condoms on so you can cover up the 2 that break.
You know what, dude? That fucking logic, though. You can't argue with that.
Honestly,
dude.
no. Like, dude,
if
you got like.
Think it feels bad with 1 condom? Just wait till you've had 3.
Then you're telling your kids how like you had them and stuff. Be like, well, one day I thought it was a good idea to put on 3 condoms.
Well, one day I really didn't want you, so I put on a condom. Then I decided I really didn't want you, so I put on another condom. And then I decided I'd fucking kill myself if I had any kids. So I put on another one, and here you are.
3 condoms, and God must really hate me because
he gave me 3 stopped at the first one.
Turns out Daddy's a pussy.
Yeah, like I almost like thought about. I think like when I'm older, I'm probably just gonna like adopt.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, I don't really want to adopt because I don't want to raise somebody else's kids. But I also, you know,
don't care.
I'm never gonna have kids of my own. So.
To me, like I just don't like. I don't care whose kid it is. I would just see it as my own, regardless. But like, I feel like it's actually I feel like I'd be doing a little bit of a part if I like, you know, get an orphan or something, because you know they need homes. Why have another kid when there's kids out there that actually need them? You know. I don't care about my kin, like, I don't care about my last name, like,
It's enough for our family to go around.
Right. Like, I mean, maybe I might have one kid after, or, like...
I mean, you still have your last name. Like,
if I have a kid regardless, I'm probably gonna adopt one kid, like, I feel like it's kind of just right, I don't know. I feel like bad. I feel like kids should have homes. Not very fair that people just get to stork their childs and pawn their fucking responsibilities off on other people.
What's the oldest age you'd adopt? 24.
I'd have to like look at the kid, like I'd have to like see if like make sure this kid's like alright. Like I don't want some like freaking little hellion like running around my house. I'm sorry, but like that's just the truth. But like if I could get him young, I would probably like if I could get like a kid younger so I could teach him not to do certain shit, like, and actually raise them. But like I wouldn't mind if I had like a older kid either, you know. Like I'm not gonna like if they need a home.
I'd want him to be still like at most probably 6 or 7.
Yeah, that'd probably be about right. But I've tried
like, I don't have any memories basically from before I was like 4 or 5. So it's like if they're like
5's like my very earliest.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think my earliest is 3 or 4, but there's like 2 before that, before 5. Then maybe the first day of school, and then maybe like 1 or 2 in kindergarten, and then.
I'd take
if I can get a kid before that, that's what I would do.
Yeah, I see exactly. Like I'd try to get like a kid a little like early, but like if I can't, like if the kid really needs the home, and I feel like like if I feel bad enough or like anything, like I'd probably just take the kid that I feel like it needs a home the most, you know. But probably yeah, like I don't know, I'd probably try to go for someone younger, but they're probably already all taken.
They got all the good ones.
Yeah, that's why I always feel bad for like the 16-year-old orphans. Like no one's gonna adopt you, man.
Nobody wants a boy.
And if they do too, you're probably just gonna be a fucking little prick and fucking do drugs and fucking their house and stuff.
Remember that from Family Guy? It's like, nobody wants a 9-year-old. Like, that's what the song was. So, I mean, yeah, no, I'm pretty much taking anyone. It's
yeah,
like,
I'd probably take a 9-year-old, that's young enough. But, like, if they had started going through puberty already, like before puberty, you can already get on their good side. If they're starting puberty, good luck getting on their good side, dude.
Honestly,
they're gonna hate you for the next 4 or 5 years regardless.
Honestly, like the later years, like the really, really late years, where they only need like a couple years, would probably almost be the best too. But then you'd be like, not really like much.
17.
At that point,
I was still kind of a prick when I was 16.
Yeah, but that's true. But like, you could just be like that person and just help them out and shit. But at that point, you're not really.
You didn't try to parent them too much.
But at that point, you're not really, like, yeah, you're not being a parent. Like, that's not your kid, really. Like at that point,
being a friend, kind of like a guiding friend figure.
Exactly. Like, here, I'll help you out, like, so that you don't have to like live like the last 2 years of your like childhood being shitty. You know, like exactly, yeah, and you know, so yeah, I could definitely see that, but like for me, I'll try to go pretty much like 5 or younger. It's pretty much your own kid. Like at that point, it's pretty much your own kid.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
7 like is like the very, very limit, maybe, but
yeah. If they're 8 or 9, I'd be like, yeah, I adopted them, but I made them the person they are. But then 12 or 13, it's like, I'm just trying to help this kid get to adulthood without doing heroin or fucking
that's like
someone pregnant. You know?
That's like a very good deed though at that point. Like if you're like willing to take in like a kid at like their worst where they're like little assholes and shit, and then like, you know, that's like where you're like actually just doing a good deed for the good deed and not like any part for yourself. Like for me, it'd probably be a little for myself, not gonna lie. Like it's me like needing like that like little bit of like being a parent, you know, like everyone craves that and wants that. I'm saying this is even.
The kid could be cool after a while. He just never probably had any sort of parenting figure before, so he's probably a little asshole. But
right, and that's what I mean.
He might turn out to be cool.
Exactly. Like I wouldn't mind doing it. Like I wouldn't mind doing it just to help people out, but Like that'd be
might
after.
always just be a little asshole. You never know.
That'd be after I had like a wife or something. Like if I'd probably have to be a little bit older to do that, but I'd probably still do it and be like, you know, just to be like, I don't know, someone to like actually care or something and give like a fuck. It sucks, man. Like, I don't know, I actually feel bad for people that don't really actually get homes and shit. I always thought like I'd do that. I was like a big plan of mine was adopting.
Yeah. I mean, I've known some kids that were adopted. One of my good friends was adopted. And I used to stay at his house when I was like probably in, I don't know, I couldn't tell you how old we were. I don't know if it was 3rd grade or fucking 6th or 7th grade.
Like Dakota? Connor?
Yeah, Dakota. I stayed at his house a few times. We were pretty good friends way back when.
It's like, yeah, it's like a handful of adopted kids at their school. Of course, we had like 3 different families with like each having like 5 different adopted kids.
I think there were 2, to be fair. There was the Lawrences and the Kinkers.
Lawrence's, Dakota.
Yeah, he was the only one from that family.
Yeah. Well,
but his parents also adopted other kids, but they didn't ever go to our schools. They were never our age.
Right, but still. Well, it's just 3 families in general.
Trevor was adopted.
Like, it's kind of rare for one community to have like that many families adopting kids.
Well, yeah, it's probably a little above average.
Trevor was adopted, and he was like, yeah, his parents were just like really like shitty. Like he has like scars all over his face from like getting like beat when he was younger, and they'd have to walk like a long time just to go to their grandparents just so they can get a little bit of food and shit like that. He told me all about it, but like, yeah, that's like, I don't know. But then again, like, I don't know, like he got adopted. He moves into his foster family, and like, I don't know, from like, I mean, who knows? She might have been a complete bitch, you know? I don't know, but from the outside looking in, kind of seems like he was the asshole over here, because he would go there, like, steal liquor, take it into school, get in trouble for it. He was doing whatever he could to get in trouble. Like, he was really, like, yeah, he was, like, really bad with shit like that. Like, that he got caught with, like, yeah, like, vodka all the time. He got caught stealing, like, all this different shit. Like, he's just, like, and then, like, you know, and then that my mom was always feeling bad for him, and I'm like, well, Mom, I'm sorry, but, like, like, his foster mom really, like, took good care of him. He just fucking, I mean, that's at least from what I've seen, but, yeah, like, I don't know. I just can't see her being mean to him. Like, he had a lot of shit. I don't think she had, like, a boyfriend or anything. I think that's why she, like, adopted and shit. But she was really nice. And she adopted a bunch of kids, too. Like, not like a bunch, like, I mean, like, about, like, 5. So, to me, that's a bunch. Like, that's a lot of kids to adopt.
It's too many kids.
But, like, they're at different times. Like, they were like years apart, so like because when I showed up there, she had Nancy and him, and Nancy was older than I was, and Trevor was like the same age. Like she was older like by a few years, like 4 or 5 years, and Trevor was the same age as I was. So like, yeah, like, I don't know. She like she just got him by like the years apart. Like so she'd get like every like 4 years she'd get another like one like. And she treated him really nice. I don't know, to me at least, but yeah, like he would, but like you know, and then, yeah, like I can't even say like it was like you know her actually just being like a secretive bitch or something. No, really, like he was the asshole because he'd steal, yeah, like he would steal from other people and cause a bunch of problems for himself, and all it did was make it to where like
that would suck, man. Adopting a kid that's not yours and then turning out to be a dick. Like all the time.
Yeah, like he did whatever he could, like to make sure that he was the fucking or like he got in trouble. I don't know. He liked getting in trouble, honestly. Like he just liked fucking doing bad shit.
Ultimate attack. God, every time, dude. Every time I try to show you, it only does the first part. I don't know why.
Is it like all gone now? Like is it? You can't like okay, so
red bar at the very bottom has to be full.
Yeah, I think so. The red one at the bottom, the The 12 like the percentage one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. So like whenever he does, I'll look at it. I want to see it. Cause I got like you see mine's at the lightning one.
Yeah, uses me too. I like how you phase out and shit.
I also do this one right here. Like I like this one right here.
I do that again. Oh shit.
It's done now. I also have this one, but I've just figured out how to do it. Hold on, wait. Let's see how long I can make it last. I gotta wait for it to charge up. You gotta. This is be like when you're like holding everyone off real quick, and then I just be like, "Huh!" You see all those little pieces of blizzard ice chunks falling on them.
Kind of looked like they just died. I don't even see anything. I don't know if it glitched out.
Maybe they're kind of harder. It's not like a normal attack. Like you would have to like just see like. Yeah, it's just a bunch of like pieces of icicles like falling on top of them over and over. Like you see this whenever I do it. Hold on one sec. Oh, I gotta get some Okay, so you do see like my meteors when they fall, right? On here,
So.
here I'll put one down.
Fire.
No, I didn't put it down yet. I'm trying to like, I need to get enough MP. Okay, that should do it. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw
What the
that.
hell is this? A fucking landfall? I ain't interested in no fucking boulders.
What are you playing?
Dead Dread Rising.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Yeah, I can't wait till next week for fucking Black Friday. I'm gonna see if like, I don't know if GameStop like does anything though. I looked online, it didn't seem like they did anything, but like, I mean, it's still a week away.
I think it's illegal not to.
Illegal
You
not
notice that your store doesn't have anything on sale on Black Friday. Oh, sir.
Is that really a law?
Yeah, man, you can't not have great deals on Black Friday. It's un-American.
Capitalism, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, everyone like has to have their like product at least like
Here, check out my
75% off. Every single one though.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna message them up tomorrow and be like,
ah, god damn it.
yo, like, let me work.
Dead. Hang on a second.
Okay. Is that all full?
Yeah.
Where in the fuck am I going?
Is it right here?
Turn
Ja.
around.
Ja. Ja.
Oh dang!
Ja.
That's beat.
Yeah.
That is beat, dude. That is really dope. Like mine's like really like, I mean, it's cool looking, it's flashy, but like it's basic. Like it's only one attack.
Yeah, mine's like a whole combo.
Why is there
I mean,
a red
mine's kind of like one, but yeah, that used to same one where that was beat.
That meter's beat too, though.
That meter is not even my ultimate. That one's okay. Like it just takes too long to fuck with. Same with that one that was dropping the icicles. Like it takes too long. Like I end up getting my ass beat because I can't really I can't last long enough to like cast a spell. But I mean that's usually because I'm not like playing with anyone. I'm really looking forward to that Crimson Desert though. That actually looked really cool. Like I'm surprised. Like usually I would be like, what the fuck? Like why wouldn't they just like work on the game they already have? But I kind of get why they did that though. Like I can kind of see it because this game is not really meant to be that type of game. Like it's like an MMO, but not really like that type of MMO. It's really weird. Yeah, I like this game so already how it is. So like I don't want them like fucking it up. But the other one looked like it would have been really dope. Get the fuck out of here. What level you at right now? Or what like percentage, I mean?
52. Oh, 67, 68%.
Oh yeah. That's a pretty huge percentage to go.
And I'm at 70.
Wow.
Sorry,
Yeah, see, I knew it.
since
I knew it,
then.
dude, because, like, yeah, when I was playing at 54, I was, like, still leveling up by 1% each, and I'm like, it's like, damn, why wasn't I doing this the whole time? This place is actually a really good place to grind.
Yeah, it's very nice. And it's, like, they're not too, like, they barely even hurt, really.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, no, I thought the same thing.
It's really tanky, like, it takes a, kind of a while to kill him. A little bit.
Let's see. Oh, they got on me, but I'm gonna kill him.
Come on, bitch, go!
Yeah, it's a good idea to like loot as much as you can. Sometimes this place I don't really get as much, but earlier I was getting some sort of loot actually. Oh, I actually gotta turn this in. Yeah, check this guy occasionally. He's got he's got a quest that you can do.
Okay. Yeah, kill these guys.
For killing these guys, and they also give you it also gives you XP for doing so. So what do you guys think? You guys want to do the elevator with me soon?
Let's do it right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The one thing that was talking about where I had the seizure from. Make you all
Sounds like a
lightheaded.
great time. I can't even do quests from this guy. It's weird.
Oh my god, that was fucking intense!
What if I can't do the quest until like I do the quest line before, like in other
Probably,
places?
but I mean it's good for just leveling up for it now.
Oh yeah, I'm
You're
already
actually-
at 70. Now I'm at 73.
You're actually really close to where we're at. The only problem is you got to do a bunch of it's gonna be a bunch of those fetch quests, but you said you had no problem with those. I don't really have too much of a problem with those. Yeah, me neither. Exactly. That's what I don't really care. Bruce is like, man, it's just a bunch of run back and forth, and I'm like,
fetch quests, and I'll be like, fuck, man, I was doing something. Like, doing fetch quests.
yeah, exactly. Me too,
Oh,
actually. I do that too, because I'll be over there like playing Summoners War, like, shit, fuck. I was in the middle of my trial of ascension, dude. Like, can you keep running for a minute? Like, that's actually really funny because I thought the same thing. It's really convenient. Like, it's like a nice thing to have. That's why I like the fucking auto run.
Getting stuff done in the background, really.
It would suck.
My time.
I'd probably won't even like this game as much if I couldn't do the auto run.
That's the only reason I play, so I can auto run and play Summoners War.
It's like auto running Summoners War and auto running another game.
Auto run this, auto run Summoners War, and then play Magic the Gathering.
And auto run that.
Yeah, auto run that.
Like auto run every game. Like, I'm just the king of auto runs. Like, I don't know if that's really impressive. Like,
You can multitask pretty well. It's good enough.
You guys really good at hitting the button real quick and moving to another button to hit.
yeah,
On
there's
3
like
different screens. That's what's impressive.
now they like
knowing what's going on each screen.
now they put like a bunch of like AFK games out, which is like, yeah, just same thing, like just like the Summoners War, except way more into it. Like, you're just put on repeat and shit. You don't have to be playing at all to just like progress. And like, you know, that's cool, but at least Summoners War, I feel like you're gonna eventually hit the point where you're like actually showing your skills and shit. Like, I play RTA and all that shit. Like, all these AFK games, it seems like it's seriously just about how good you can, yeah, like manage your person and like prioritize what you should be running first, I guess, because they're just running it themselves like the whole time. Ooh, I got another quest done.
One can become violent and provoked without being able to leave.
Here we go. I did it. If only I had been like a half a minute faster.
Darn.
Maybe I'd have been able to. Who knows?
Oh, you're getting your ass beat. Here, don't worry, I got you.
I kind of scooted past him like I'm kind of a fucking G.
No, I was talking about you. Talking about one. I saw him over here with a bunch of people. He just don't. He's not high enough level to fucking actually like just kill him right away like I do.
Yeah, he killed him a lot faster.
It's just because I'm higher level, I swear. Because that's like, I thought the same thing. I'm like, because when I first fought these guys, they're about like as tanky as they are when you're fighting them, or you're fighting them. But
that's one thing that was super boring about WoW is if like someone came to help level you, and they were way higher level than you. Basically, you didn't do anything while they did everything, and you just got a bunch of levels. But you felt,
right now
you felt like you didn't earn it, and you felt like
I definitely could see that. That's how what was that?
How WoW was.
Yeah, this game's like kind of like that, but like I'm still like I just died actually, so like I mean yeah, I still got my ass beat, but I'm definitely killing shit way faster than he is, like for sure. But if you're too high, like if I'm like if I was to add like level, like I think if I was like 2 levels higher than him, I think we were over like 5 levels higher than the person you're trying to level, it won't level them at all. Like it doesn't give them any levels.
See, that's good though, because someone who would be like level fucking 90 would come level like a level 22.
Shit, like
and
the people
they'd get you like 20 levels, but then you wouldn't have any gear also for your level and shit like that.
Like cool, yeah, I kind of skipped ahead, but yeah, like yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like I'm not really, I like kind of leveling on my own like a lot of times, so it's really nice when you got a good like story progression game and stuff, and it's really hard to find those when they're MMOs. Like that's hard to make like an MMO like actually like very interesting to listen to and stuff like that, and like interesting to just kind of level yourself and stuff. Like usually you want to play with a friend, but you can't really ever share quests like correctly in any MMO. I don't know if you notice that, but like it always seems like it's kind of like a glitchy thing and it's just too long. Like I'm not gonna waste.
Well, it's like you do it for someone else to complete it, and then both of you might get a little bit of something, but basically you're doing it for somebody else.
Yeah, even besides that though, like I just feel like I don't know, like I just don't. You know, like the band, like just trying to like share quests is always like such a hassle. Like on an ESO, on WoW, it's always like you actually got to click on the quest and then actually share it itself, and none of them make it easy where it's like, oh, we're on the same quest.
Yeah, if you're in the same party.
Exactly. Even if it's not, it shouldn't even like really like be the same quest either. Like if they're on a quest, you should just be able to like go and do the quest with them. I mean, sure, like maybe not get like all the XP, but some of it, like a chunk of it for helping someone else level up, especially if they're lower than you. Like you had no incentive of doing it, so at least give them a little bit. Give somebody a reason to help other people level up. Besides making it like, because people will go on here and be like, I'll pay somebody like 5 million to help me level up, and it's like, well, that should just be like an automatic like goal. That's why I liked Final Fantasy, was because there was a bonus for doing that. Like if you're a tank, you got like you leveled up to max level like immediately. Because like they always need a tank for a dungeon. It's hard to find a tank. No one wants to play tank because whenever you're tank, you're blamed for everything. Even healers get blamed less than tanks because they'll be like, oh, well, the tank should have been tanking enough so that you could heal, and then really like the healer probably wasn't even healing at all.
Why didn't the tank pull the aggro?
Like, well, sorry, man, you're like casting that bolt spell that pulls 100% aggro. Like, it really happens too. Like, people will sit there and like there's like a summoner and like he would pull out like a Ifrit and the Ifrit's supposed to pull aggro. That's his like goal. So when the Ifrit's over there pulling aggro from the tank and then it's fucking up the whole like thing, like it's just like, yeah, like that's your fault, you know. But people don't realize that.
No! This dude's gonna kill this bitch. Oh my god.
What's your percentage at now, Glenn?
82.
Oh yeah, man, you're leveling up fast.
This dude's a bastard.
Like when I
Straight
kill
bastard.
them, like or help you kill them, or is it actually let's get like a huge chunk of people. I'll just blow them all up. You just gotta hit them all a few times. Okay. Try to get some damage on all of them, and I'll blow them all up at once. Yeah, actually, I don't even know if I have to. Like, you're actually killing them all.
That was like pretty good area damage.
That's pretty good. Like, it's hard. Like, one of my actually the bard. That's who it was. The bard's actually shitty with area damage. I don't like. I like enemies like characters in area damage, and she didn't have shit. But I was also early game with her, so she could have gotten some like type of cool move. But this chick started with one, so.
Yeah, over here, there's a lot of fucking icons. Enemies.
I know. No. Oh my gosh, they are. What the hell? Oh no, here, right here, right here's. Okay, I'm gonna get this guy. Try to just get it. I don't care if we can pull the hedgehogs too. Okay, I'm pulling up here. I'm pulling aggro.
Oh, there we go.
Dude, B. Your guy's B. Yeah, that's what it is.
Dude, I love all those
your guy,
moves with B.
your guy, when he awakens, he turns into more of like a samurai type too. That's what Bruce is pissed about. He's like, if I would have known that, I would have played the ninja. He's pissed, but like he's got the Dark Knight. I guess I think he likes the Dark Knight a lot. He was gonna make a fucking pretty much like a hermaphrodite because he didn't like that it was a chick. I could get that though. I always played chicks, dudes, but then like I just always made them look like myself, or I just made a black guy. So like I just was like, I'm gonna change it up. And then like when I started playing chicks, I'm like, chicks actually have a lot of fucking like customization. So I just make like the hottest chick I could try to make, like my ideal looking chick. It's weird because I don't understand why I don't have a girlfriend yet. It's like it's so hard to find a girl with naturally pink hair.
No, right? You think they'd be everywhere?
Yeah, I know. Like what? Yeah, exactly. Like anime is like where I source all my information. So there's definitely pink-haired women out there.
I've seen at least 2 out of the 1,000 people I've seen.
Like glitched out. Let me do it.
Ah, I got smashed.
You ever notice that most of the girls with pink hair are fat as shit?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You ever see?
Dude.
You ever see that picture? Here, I died.
God damn it! I summoned a black fucking stupid spirit and
I hate
do
that.
shit for 10 minutes. I've instant resurrection. No, fuck it. I'm just gonna use mutation.
Wait, actually, I lost the topic. What were you saying, Brian? You said something. You asked us. Oh, pink hair. Fat chicks with pink hair. Yeah. Yeah. There's actually like a very common like picture that I noticed like that fat chicks use. Like you don't see their picture, they'll use like this anime picture of this really fat like anime looking girl, and like
pink hair.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And it's like that's like funny you say that because every time like I think of like a pink haired anime chick, I always think of that fat chick with pink hair. But like it's not even like her, you know, it's just an anime picture. But I assume they all look like that. And then and then over there like, oh, thick chicks, like, yeah, I don't know if that's thick. That's more like, sorry. It's like, sorry, you're
thick means she got fucking big thighs, but a big booty.
Big booty and chest. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, fucking, that's different than fat, dude. A thick girl can run a mile. A big booty girl, or a fucking thick girl, I mean, she's fucking walking a mile. And she's proud of it. I don't need to conform to your beauty standards. Bitch, it's not mine, it's the fucking ancient Greeks. Not my fault.
But wait, didn't ancient... Oh, no, they did believe in, like, stronger people.
They like pretty people. They came up with the whole, like, Vitruvian man.
So, like... When was it decided that fat people were attractive?
Never, dude. People like to be like, oh, fat people were considered attractive at one point. It's like, when, dude? You show
Alright,
me
make
when.
yourself feel better. No,
It's like, yeah, maybe in the fucking ancient China when all they fucking ate was rice and everyone was starving to death. Yeah, maybe then being big was a sign that you were wealthy. But other than that, no. Fat people have never been considered attractive.
I thought so.
I hate
thought
that argument, dude. It pisses me off.
Like, so, I mean, yeah, maybe, like, that's even nowadays, like, the way they describe it, that's like a nowadays standard, like, oh, fat people were attractive because that meant they had money. Well, yeah, if you have money, you're attractive, sorry, that's just how it is, like, if you have money, you're gonna get bitches, like, it may not be to everybody, but, like, the chicks that were fucking money hungry, yeah, you're gonna be surrounded by them, like, so yeah, having money does make you attractive, doesn't mean being fat makes you attractive. I thought that same thing, like, whenever they told me that, too, but I don't know. Because, like, that's what they said, that's what their argument was the reason why they thought, like, fat people were attractive was meant that they were wealthy and they could afford food.
Fat and like, poor? Fucking good luck.
Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, you're a fat person with, like, no money, you're fucked. Sorry, buddy. But I don't know, I mean, I guess it depends, though, because even nowadays, like, yeah, like, it don't matter.
No, it does matter. People say it doesn't matter, but I don't want to date a fat chick.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about for chicks. I'm talking about for dudes. Like, being fat is like an issue,
dudes,
but
yeah,
I know
it doesn't really matter that much.
I know a lot of like chunkier dudes that actually like are very successful at like meeting women and
part
stuff.
Part of that too is because you need to have confidence and you need to be
funny.
Yeah. Like, there were two different things I've heard is that. And part of it, I guess the more important now that I look back, is there was this comedian named Yakov Smirnoff. And he was a great comedian. He used to do a lot of shit in the like 80s and 90s. And then the Soviet Union fell and he stopped getting work because he was Ukrainian and so he was from the Soviet Union. And when it fell, he stopped getting work. And so he went back to school and got his master's and his PhD and stuff. But what he wrote for his thesis is what makes people attracted to each other and like what makes people want to date each other. And one of the things was that like the first and best sign that someone's attracted to somebody and that a relationship is going to last is laughter. The first thing any relationship needs to have is laughter. And then after that it needs to have intimacy. And after that, it needs to have, I'll be honest, I don't know what was after that. I think it was like honesty and like commitment to each other. But the first two is laughter. If a relationship doesn't have laughter, it's not going to get started. When has a bitch ever been into you if you couldn't make her laugh or if she couldn't make you laugh? Like, back and forth. Like, never. But a relationship always starts with laughter, and then you get intimate, and then you get more serious, and you form a bond, and you commit to each other. But if it doesn't have those first two things, you'll never commit to somebody if you can't laugh with them. And then the first thing that goes in a relationship, like a marriage, when a marriage starts to fall, the first thing that goes is laughter. And then intimacy starts to go. They stop sleeping with each other. They stop loving each other as much. The intimacy kind of fades away. And then lastly, their commitment to each other starts to fade away. But it's always laughter is the thing that precedes all of it.
Uh-oh.
And that interested me both because he was a comedian and because he got his like PhD, his master's, and that's what his thesis was about. Was the law of laughter. He titled it LOL. But it was the law of laughter. That the first thing any relationship needs is laughter. And like that kind of blew my mind when I heard it, and I've heard other people reiterate it and other things talk about it.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah, doesn't it though? Like the only reason I've ever gotten bitches in my life is because I'm funny. I'm not a great looking dude. Like I'm not super attractive. I'm I'm an average guy, but like I'm funny, so I've gotten pretty decent looking, like, hot bitches,
Right.
Yeah, that's all. That's just what I thought was super interesting.
Yeah, looks have a lot to do with it. That's like, I'm like, dude, like good for you, man. Like really getting like fucking your muscles going, dude. Because I've been like trying, dude. It just does. Like I try to put in like as much as I can for like protein intake, and I do, and not just protein, like calorie intake and all that. But like, I mean, like I've done like I've been like going on websites
if you don't work out, it doesn't matter how much protein you get.
Right, but like I do, but like just not with like materials from a gym. Like it's push-ups, sit-ups, and all that kind of shit. And I have like 2 weights.
Yeah, incredible things with calisthenics.
But like I just don't do it. Like I just don't like I can get buff and shit, but it's only whenever.
You need to have a big calorie surplus. You need to eat a lot of extra calories.
Yeah, like I eat a lot.
You need to gain 20 or 30 pounds.
Like that's what like.
More, dude. Doesn't matter if you think you eat a lot, your body isn't.
Well, no, that's the thing.
You need to eat more.
That's what I'm saying though. Like I fucking went on all kinds of websites and looked up like shit for it. Like I just don't gain weight. I don't like. I fucking. It was telling me how I should eat like it tells me I should eat like, you know, like fucking like a banana, like all this different shit. Like it was like a whole line of shit that I should eat, and there's a lot too because I was like explaining like there's a whole website for it. I can't remember the fuck. Me and Bruce were looking at it and shit. So then we like fucking. I have it on my phone. I have it like screenshotted because I didn't want to keep looking it up every time I fucking like wanted to go look at it, you know. But whenever I like try to look at that and like try to go off that and stuff, and I don't really like as a way to like, you know, you don't want to fucking sit there and keep like trying to fucking eat the same shit, like as a way to cycle around, like so you get the same type of like calorie intake with the different like and like I followed it. I still follow it actually now, but like lately I've been broke, so it's like the past 2 weeks hasn't been really right on schedule, but before that it was all like always like that, and I just don't fucking like.
You gotta follow it for a long time because this is the thing. If you only follow it for a week or two, the changes might be like a pound a month, which is like a good amount to gain a month. If you're really serious, you want to only gain like 1 to 2 pounds a month, but that's. It'll hardly show up on the scale. Like that's the difference between a big shit and a piss, you know.
But yeah, well, I mean, like that's
up to being full with a big shit.
I've been doing
like
it since
2 to 3 or 4 pounds.
I've been following it since fucking Nick's been alive. Like me and Nick were talking about the same thing. Me and him have the same problem. Like we can't gain weight. So
I follow that, but here's the thing: add 500 calories to that. Add. You know, 2 or 3 pudding cups to that a day. I eat Pop-Tarts to that. But follow it to the T and eat all your food and this and that.
I eat like
weight. It's like simple physics.
I don't know, like it's just like people who have a problem with like. Well, it's just people who can't lose weight either, though. Like people have a hard time losing weight and they just never lose it. It's just how it is. Like it's just people have natural metabolisms.
That's not true either.
People are
natural. Metabolism and you have hormones.
If it's even hereditary.
Yeah, but no, they're lying.
Like I don't know my body better than anyone else. Like I'm telling you, man, I've been eating my whole life. Like probably more than you could ever eat in fucking your whole life. I've eaten. Like I eat all kinds of.
I eat like 2 footlongs and fucking.
Right, I've eaten 2 cases of those 12 packs of fucking. Right, I've ate. In one sitting, I've eaten 2 12 packs of those fucking, or well, 13s because they're baker's dozens, but I've eaten 2 of those fucking Krispy Kreme donuts packs. I've eaten fucking a bunch of, like, I eat constantly, dude. That's like literally like all I do.
2 hours.
When I quit smoking weed, and cigarettes at the same time, all I did was eat and drink beer. That's all I did, and coffee. That's all I did my whole fucking time. Like, I fucking, like, I eat, dude. Like, a lot. Like, me, Bruce, and everyone eat. Just some people, I feel like, naturally just have a hard time gaining weight.
You definitely do. Your family is all skinny. There's not a single fat person that's in your biological family.
It's just like, you know, like, people sit there and, like, say, like, you know, like, oh, well, like, you know, I have a hard time getting weight, like, or losing weight. You're lucky. You, like, are skinny. No, it's not lucky. I'm the same way. I have a hard time gaining weight, and a lot of people have the same problem where they still to this day have been like trying to do these dietary things, take dietary pills, follow these routines, do whatever they fucking can to lose weight. They can't lose weight. I can't gain weight. I can't, like, I'll gain, the highest I've gotten to is 135. That is the highest I can get to, and that's since 7th grade. That's like how bad it is. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, it's just not like I've been eating constantly.
I mean,
what else can you do?
I can't. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what we said. That's what me and Bruce have told you. Bruce is actually anorexic. Like, he's anorexic. He's diagnosed.
Yeah, I know he eats.
Yeah, he eats, but that's not the same thing. Like, just because you're anorexic doesn't mean you don't eat. That just means you're underweight. You're seriously underweight. That's bulimic if you don't eat and you throw it up and shit like that. Like,
that's bulimic. Anorexic is just
when you
not
binge eat
eating.
and throw up.
Yeah, anorexia is just not eating. But I know he eats, so he's not. I wouldn't say
I'm pretty sure anorexic is just underweight. I think there's another word for if you just don't eat.
Underweight is just underweight. Anorexic means you don't eat, and that's why you're underweight.
Well, whatever, but still, same thing. Like, he just fucking can't eat. Like, or he can't gain weight. Like, I've fucking eaten.
Yeah, your family has a super high metabolism. It's really impressive. Like, in a way, you know, because no one in your family is overweight. Not a single person.
Yes,
yeah, that's
Matt's a little overweight, and so is Tom.
Yeah, that's not technically true. It's not really even hereditary unless it's from my dad, like, or Bruce's dad, which Bruce's dad is scrawny.
I would say it's definitely from your mom.
Mom's.
No, but how many people are in your grandma's family? Fucking 30. And how many are overweight? 2.
I was like, shit, fuck.
And
I mean, you never met her Aunt Mary or Aunt Edie. They're also really overweight and they eat pretty healthily.
But those are your grandma's sisters.
Yeah.
So they don't have the same genetics as she does. But the genetics that she passed down.
But genetics reappear throughout, like.
Yeah, but the genetics that she passed down are people with incredibly high metabolism, except for 2 out of 30. So, like, 1 in 15, you know, maybe 1 in 12 of her descendants don't have great metabolism. But the rest of them are almost all normal weight or underweight.
But yeah, like, all I'm saying is, like, Bruce's, like, we've been through calorie shakes, all these different things just to try to fucking get ourselves, like, just to fucking, like, I bought weights, I bought all this shit just so I could try to, like, keep the muscle, like, or, like, the fat, like, maybe just turn it into muscles so that way it just stays, like, there, you know? The shit just loses.
Here's the thing, though, what I'm telling you is that, like, I'll see people, like, I've looked, you know, I go on a lot of fitness subreddits, and you'll see people who have, like, who have the same body type as you guys, who are, like, incredibly underweight. They'll be, like, 6 foot and 120 pounds or something. Like, super underweight, skin and bones. And what they'll say is, like, I started working out, paying really close attention to my food, and not just calories, but also macronutrient, which means they get the right amount of carbs, fats, and proteins. And, like, after doing that for 6 months to a year, you'll look at their transformation things, and they'll have gained 20 pounds. And they're bigger. And, like, it's a lot harder for you guys to gain weight, just like it can be harder for some people to lose weight, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. It's possible, it's just a lot harder for you, you know?
You just gotta, like, hire somebody to move your body for you so you never have to burn any calories.
Well, if you had a personal trainer,
or and a personal carrier.
A person who is a nutrient, like, specialist, you could gain that much weight if they tracked every single meal you ever ate. They'd be like, you'd be going to bed and they'd be like, hey, before you go to bed, you need to eat this other piece of chicken and this other, you know, bowl of ice cream or whatever it is, so you get more ice, so you get more calories.
I almost think it's like, personally, I am like, at this point, like, I almost think it's just different from, like, losing weight, because really it's just like, I feel like my body just uses way more energy and uses up more fucking fat than it should, and that's why I think it just don't gain weight. I eat a lot, like, I'm telling you, like, and it's not just one food. I'm not saying I just eat 2 fucking dozens of donuts and I'm done. That was the fucking dessert. Like, I'm telling you, like, I eat a lot, man. Like, a lot. I just ate fucking whole fucking, like, deep dish pizza by myself. And then fucking 2 packs of fucking Cheez-Its. And a fucking thing of Sour Patch Kids. And I fucking just went, like, I eat constantly. Like, that's what I'm doing the whole time I talk to you guys. Like, I'm eating.
I think what we should do, me and you, just not because I don't believe you or anything, but, like, we should have, like,
the same, like, type of, like...
No, like a food eating, like, challenge and see who can eat the most.
Oh.
Like, I think that'd be so cool
Good.
to have, like, a fucking, like,
I'll ref.
Just like a fucking hot dog challenge or like whatever it is, and we just shove our faces and
Good
do like
luck. Good
an
luck.
amateur like eating competition. I think that would be really fun and really.
If you can eat like 3 packs of hot dogs, then you might have a chance.
Oh yeah.
And on buns and with ketchup and shit. And that's only like the start. Like I've eaten way more than that. Like I'm telling you, I eat a lot, man. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like I have to eat a lot because I fucking lose a lot. Like I don't fucking.
Oh, you do. You definitely lose more than the average person because your guys' metabolism is super high.
I just don't think like anyone would understand unless they had that metabolism. It's just like saying like, oh well, like going up to a fat person and saying, oh well, you could lose weight if you just tried. Like, you know, well you're not me. Like you don't know my fucking like body functions and stuff and how much like weight I retain and stuff. Like, I mean, I don't care as much, but like Bruce really gets like upset about that kind of shit. Like I don't like. I was just saying like, yeah, I don't know. Like he said shit to me about it. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Like. Have you tried? Like, and I'm like, well, I kind of get it now. Yeah, no, you like, I mean, I get it too, you know, but like, it's just weird. It's just weird, dude. Like, we just can't do it. Like, we've came to like consensus.
It'd be really fun if we did like a month-long thing.
Definitely.
Every day. That would take a lot of production value, though.
Well, I'll wait till I get my camera, so that way, like, it would like be a video, and then we could see our like progress.
Like, yeah, you do weight every day, like a weigh-in at noon every day, and this and that. And
yeah, like
it would be super fun and interesting to a lot of people, I think, if we did something like that.
Yeah, I'd be really interested whenever I fucking eat a bunch and then I'm gonna be 125 pounds again.
It would be, though. It would be.
They'd be like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Because it would kind of solve it. If you like literally watched him put in 10,000 calories and then not gain any weight, people would be like, holy shit.
Yeah, the highest I've gotten to is like 135, and then like literally I shit it out right when I got home. I don't shit for 4 days, so I only shit once every 4 days. So like I mean at that point I might gain a little weight. I might be 128 pounds until that 3 fucking pound turd leaves my fucking stomach. But yeah, that's what happens every time.
Yeah, dude. Turds and piss can be a lot of weight. It can be like 5 pounds of poop and pee. Like,
I would hope so. I don't know where else that weight's going.
It holds like a lot, and it can hold a lot of urine and a lot of poop at the same time. You do it out, and it's like, dang.
Body's just running on maximum efficiency, where it's not wasting any energy, therefore not having to poop. It's all getting utilized.
Using the most out of the poop in your stomach.
Yeah,
I haven't pooped in a week.
Like, hold on, there's still a couple nutrients we might be able to use from this turd, and like, there's like
fucking... on the other hand, haven't pooped in 5 days. It's like, oh, that's not good. It's like, no, that's great. That means my body's running on maximum efficiency.
No, yeah, I brought it up to my doctor, and she's like, actually, at this point, because she's like, you brought it up to like your other doctors, right? Because I've had like 3 doctors, and she's like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, and she's like, and you said the same thing, like, it's been like this for a while, and I'm like, yeah, and she's like, at this point, it would be more worrisome if you actually start pooping every day now, because that means that your body's your bowel movements are changing, and that's not a good thing. Like, you should have the same bowel movements all the time. And I was like, really? Like, so I should be pooping once every 4 days? I don't know. Don't sound right to me, but
yeah, I'll be right back in like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm gonna watch these cutscenes.
Like, at this point, you've already been pooping for once every 4 days. You better keep doing it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I tried. Like, I just fucking... I mean, I still will. Like, I've still been... It don't really help though when I work at a job where now like I walk like fucking all day like long. Now I'm just constantly losing fucking weight. If I wasn't losing weight before, I'm losing it now. Did you die? Go ahead.
Alright, what's up?
Where's Glenn at?
Oh, he's walking around. You making food? He's making food. You might hop off, you said.
Yeah, I'll try to get the last 3.5% and then hop off.
I feel it. I'm probably about to watch something.
Just kill a couple. Want to help me kill these guys real quick? It's a lot easier when you're around. Like they kill me so much. This takes so much longer. God.
Yeah, I made it to like 27%.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I made 60%. That's pretty good. Actually, yeah, I think it might have been like 35% when we started, actually. I just need like another 1%. Ah, fuck, I did it again. God damn it. God damn it. Why does it take a million goddamn years for me to move after I actually pull up a menu? I still can't move. That was like 10 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
I hate that. Alright, just 0.6%. Use my ultimate ability. To kill like one guy.
I'm about to check Funimation and see if they have unlimited blade works in English.
Oh, B, now 53, B. And yeah, you should, man. So good. I think I watched it in Japanese, but I remember watching the English version. It wasn't good. What?
Netflix has unlimited blade works.
In English,
that's true, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do.
No shit on Netflix is English.
I don't have Netflix.
Oh. Why?
I did, but then I was using Elijah's for a long time.
You can probably use Mike. Oh no, you can't use my app because I can't fucking get any info on it because it's fucking fucked.
That's alright. I'll probably find out on Funimation if it's on Netflix. I don't know. A lot of Netflix shows like are English dub, but a lot of them aren't. Or actually, at one point they weren't. I don't know. I haven't been on Netflix in a while, but the last time I was on there, a lot of them seemed like they were only subbed.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It takes them forever to get shit though. So if like a dub came out semi-recently, it'd probably take them forever to get it.
They did have fucking.
I still only have season 1 of One Punch Man.
Like same, like they had Psyche, but like yeah, like Psyche isn't even like subbed yet or dubbed yet. Like the first, besides the first season, you know, but like I mean the second season they had and it wasn't dubbed yet.
Yeah, dude, that's like I started watching it in Japanese, so I kept on doing it. And
Me
then
too.
They come out with the second one, and they started doing English on the second one on Hulu. But I was like, fuck, I already started it. And, yeah.
Oh, I like it better in English, but like I still watch it in Japanese too.
I think I watched it in English, and I'm like, dude, there's no way you can get all the jokes if it's in Japanese, because we all understand
because they all talk at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I watched it in English first, and then the Japanese started coming out, and I'm like, no, I'll just wait.
I watched all the new ones actually in English because I wanted. Yeah, I couldn't wait. Like, there was actually like getting some really cool plot points, even though like it's not really all about the plot on that. Like, they're having really good plot points in that second season. Like, I was like, fuck.
Every episode is just so fun, even if it's like silly.
Netflix actually had the third season, but yeah, like it was in subs, but I don't think they have it anymore.
They do that sometimes.
Bomb on me, dude. What is going on here? Wait, do I have ladders and shit that I need?
Okay, I need to get out here and then I'm gonna leave.
Let me just see. Why don't I go get a ladder and bring that?
Well, I'm running out of turd energy, guys. I gotta go to sleep.
What?
My body's got less turd to run on.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know why I'm even investing my contribution in this place.